Good morning, everyone. I'm Josh Blaylock, and this is, of course, the Skype for Business recap. For those of you that know, this is just our weekly little quick 15-minute show that we do here to try to share the news and share what's going on within Skype for Business, Microsoft UC, Skype for Business Online, and all you people out there that support the products with your amazing third-party developments. So that's the premise of the show. I know if you are a regular watcher, this is the second time this week that you are being subjected to me, and for that I am truly sorry. I'm shaking off some sickness that I got from traveling last week. Was still dealing with that earlier this week on my show, and still trying to shake it today even. Mostly just a cough that sneaks up on me. I'll be in the middle of talking and suddenly just have to kind of choke and cough a little bit. Really annoying, especially on conference calls, etc. But we'll have to get through that little by little. So again, pardon me, excuse me if I have a little bit of a throat clearing or coughing I got to do. I'll try to keep it not so ridiculous and obnoxious. But all right, so I'm trying to increase the the quality of the show, of the production, I should say. And so I've upgraded from using just XSplit to the premium license for XSplit, at least for 3 months, to try it out. And it's given me a few other features, the ability to record at a bit higher quality, which I like. And I'm hoping to get a new machine sometime soon that'll actually help keep up with the quality of the video. Let me record at a higher frame rate, and maybe one of these days I can even record in 1080p for the huge audiences watching right now. But I'm getting there. A few other recordings I want to do outside of the show as well, so that should help. So toying with some of those settings today. Also going to change the format up slightly in terms of, while I'm talking about some things, for a couple of them I'm actually going to share the screen a little bit and show you what I'm talking about a little bit more, so you have something else to look at in the show besides me and the silly hat. So, that's where we're at today. First thing I want to talk about is something I talked about in my previous episode, but it's a friend that wrote this, and it's an amazing work, and I'm very glad to have finally received my copy of Enterprise Voice in Skype for Business Server 2015. Let me bring that in. You see that? All right. And that is by Mr. Michael Tressler. Awesome guy, super smart, really knows his enterprise voice stuff, so he is like one of the perfect people to have written this book. From what I understand, I actually got the first copy here, bought the first copy, I should say. So I'm super excited to be, there it is, excuse me, to be digging in a little bit. For those of you that have seen at Flinchbot on Twitter, if you put two and two together and saw him kind of advertising his new book, then you'll now realize Michael Tressler is Flinchbot. So awesome looking book. We've got over about 350-ish pages of detail on just enterprise voice here. So this really gets into the nitty gritty. There are plenty of screenshots and diagrams to go through. And so, this is going to be super helpful for me. I'm really excited to dig into this. Nice work again, Michael. Amazing publication. And I would encourage all of you to go out and take a look and consider grabbing your own copy. It is available on Amazon in paperback and CreateSpace. And you can also grab a Kindle version, I believe. So I will include those links for you guys, all right? Okay, moving on. We have new cumulative updates this last week for Skype for Business Server 2015. I'm going to provide the link here to the actual download for the CU in the YouTube video description. In terms of functionality that gets added here, there's one item that it called out, and that was that it adds the Active Directory authentication or Modern Auth library to the Skype for Business Server 2015 product. So if Modern Auth is something you're starting to dive into, this CU is going to be something you'll want to have in place in your environment on-prem. So The issue that is addressed, that is specifically called out, there was one there that I noticed, and that is that it deals with the issue where Windows 10 users who are using Edge browser are unable to join a meeting in Skype for Business via the Skype for Business web app. That was one of those issues that kind of caught everybody like, really? I mean, this is all like brand spanking new stuff and really highly touted, and we can't join a meeting. It was a silly thing. So I'm glad to see that they can now do that via Edge. So yes, an important CU to get in place once you guys are able to fit that into your patching schedule, however that looks at your own companies. Next item up. The Microsoft Link and Skype for Business Wireshark plugin has been updated. This is pretty cool. This is where I'm going to switch gears a little bit. All right, so what we're looking at here is the webpage of James Cussen, who is an Office Servers and Services MVP, also a Skype for Business architect. And he has done put a few cool little tools together and put them out there on the gallery for us. And this is one that there was already a version 1 in place, and now there is a version 2 with several improvements. The notes that I put on this, a really awesome product. It properly decodes certain traffic related to Skype for Business that does not normally get decoded by Wireshark when it's captured. Now, his reasons for this are, let me go and find that page really quick here. So his reasons for this, his explanation is that, let's see. I'll have to find it. Okay. So essentially, Wireshark can't decode like stun messages in particularly properly because Microsoft made additions to the base IETF standards, which are not recognized by Wireshark. IETF is the Internet Engineering Task Force. And so because Microsoft made these additions and Wireshark doesn't recognize them, that bit of traffic doesn't get decoded properly when you're looking at that trace. So this plugin allows you to go in and properly decode all traffic related to Skype for Business, so you can see some of those stun messages and really start digging in a bit deeper. If you've ever used Wireshark or any other inspection tool for troubleshooting Link or Skype for Business, which I assume you have if you've been working with it for any amount of time, you'll know that this can be critical and hugely important and a very huge tool to help you in that troubleshooting process. So you'll want to check this out. The updates that he put in place, we've got with the 2.0 update means that it now works with Wireshark 2.0 and greater. And then he went on to list several improvements and updates to the tool. I did not take those notes myself. They are right here. We have the initial release. This is all that it can do. And then the 2.0 update here. There are several things like added TLS pass-through to the Wireshark default SSL dissector for hello, handshaking, and application data. It's kind of a mouthful, and I will be the first to admit, I can work my way around network troubleshooting. I know how to be resourceful and get where I need to get, but honestly, that's not my super strong suite. I am not very good at just sitting there and geeking out on all the details of network traffic. So a lot of this to me is kind of like, that's cool. If it'll help me figure out what the problem is, let's dig into it. So very cool. So I'm going to include in the description not only a link to this blog post, but a link to the download out in the TechNet gallery, where you can also find a couple of his other tools that he's written in the past. So nice job, James. And we will move on to our next topic here. And that is the Skype Call Quality Dashboard. We talked a little bit previously about the fact that the underlying technology of UC Commander, a product by Event Zero, was purchased. The underlying technology was purchased by Microsoft, and everybody knew this was going to be used for including much better or just having reporting and analytics, period, in the Skype for Business online portal. There wasn't a whole lot going on in that portal. They really needed a nice, sweet touch, and so they have begun that work. I'm sure there's much more to come down the road, but they have begun that work in terms of releasing the Skype Call Quality Dashboard. So I'm going to share my screen so that you can see a little bit about what this looks like. All right, that little blip in recording was because I really needed to pause for a ridiculous cough there. So thanks for bearing with me. This is what I want. Okay, so we have, this is the brand new Admin Center. And as you can see, it's in preview here. Admin Center preview. And over here, if you don't like the preview dashboard, you can switch back to the old classic dashboard. Clicking over here, we can get a little bit more details on our menu. Pretty slick. All these little graphs and reports and quick links to certain tasks up in the middle. I like it. I think they're going in a good direction with it. So this is cool, but that's not what we're talking about. If we were to go down to admin centers, we have all our different admin centers right here. I have already clicked on Skype for Business, and that is my dashboard up here. Skype for Business Admin Center. As you can see, I've just got myself in here. I am enabled for dial-in conferencing, and I am homed in the cloud. All right. Going down to our tools. If we look at our tools now, you will see at the bottom here something kind of new, a Skype for Business Online Call Quality Dashboard. And I'm pretty sure this is where this purchase from Event Zero came into play recently. Clicking on that will bring you over here, and you have to actually get it approved and set up for it. And once it's already set up and you're up and running, you get a welcome to your Skype Call Quality Dashboard. And it spins for a while telling you it's bringing in all your data and all that good stuff. So that's good. Once it's done, you should theoretically see some data here. And as you can tell, I'm not hugely active with calling on this tenant. It's primarily used for email, etc. And once in a while, I'll do some Skype for Business testing on it. So there's not anything that it's pulled in yet. Up top here, we've got summary reports and detailed reports. And yeah, again, detailed reports are probably not going to show much going on. Yeah, there's nothing to show here yet. So, well, I just put us back over to summary reports, actually, I think. Yeah, so this is very new. I just even saw the word preview flash up in here for a second, and then it disappeared as it sent me back to the summary reports. So this is very new. I believe there is still work to do in it, but it is out there for you to go and check out and start playing with. And if you have been using a lot of calling features, a lot of cloud PBX features, and your users are set up for voice in the cloud, you've probably got some good data up here in this dashboard to go start poking around with. And if you've ever had a chance to look at UC Commander and Event Zero's tools, you'll know that the dashboards are very cool. They're very awesome looking. The reports are very useful. And so once some of that starts trickling into this dashboard, this is going to be a huge and welcome addition to the Skype for Business online experience. So at any rate, if you hear my little ones thundering around on the stairs up there, I apologize for that. I'm going to wrap this up anyway. And yeah, any thoughts on this new format of kind of sharing out a couple different things that I'm talking about while keeping a webcam going? And if you like that or don't like that or have any feedback, please let me know. And yeah, that's really all I got for this week. I feel a bit scattered, so it's really time for me to shut down and get the rest of this coffee consumed. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you all or having you all tune back in next Friday. And next Friday, I think, should be April 1st. If it is, but I'm not going to pull an April Fool's and not show up, but I think that means that should be like an MVP renewal and new MVP announcement day. So if you are up for renewal this coming Friday, good luck to you guys. Very much so. I know that there are a couple people out there who are eager to see what those announcements take on. Some people I've talked to recently. And so good luck to them as well. I hope they get to see their names coming up either in this round or the next. So at any rate, have a good weekend, everybody. Enjoy yourselves, relax, stay safe, and have a productive work week before we see you back here next Friday. Adios.